All right, guys, today we've got a product review for Crusher's Creation, so stay tuned and we'll talk about it. Hi guys, Brian Haywood here. Welcome back to my Beards and Banjos YouTube channel where we talk about tips and tricks for your beards. We do some product reviews like we're doing today. And then we also do some special series. We've got an Epic Mustache Challenge going on. I've got 2 weeks left to go on that one. We also started a beard advice series where you guys can send me in an email to the address below. Send me in a couple of your pictures. Give me a brief description of what kind of advice you're looking for, whether it's style routine, whether it's beard shape, whatever the case may be. I'll take a look at that and you guys will be featured in your own beard advice series video. We're having a great time kind of getting some of the ideas I have for tips and tricks and beard shapes and that kind of stuff to getting it across to you guys. And that platform is working really good. I got a lot of positive feedback in the community on that. So please check that out. But today we're doing a product review for Crusher's Creations. All right, Brian has been in the bearded community for a while. He started his own YouTube channel, Beard Crusher. Started that one, I think I saw his first review back in December of 2000 and, or maybe it's the start of 2018, January 2018. Pretty much the same time that I started getting into watching videos and getting into all the products and stuff. So we've been around about the same amount of time. Brian's also from North Carolina, like I am, and he's really just been a good friend to me over that time period. We'll direct message each other quite a bit on Instagram. So he's kind of a mild-mannered guy, even though he's big and strong and tattoos and big long beard and all that stuff. He's a very mild-mannered guy, like myself. So he kind of stays low, if you will, in the community. He doesn't have a big, huge profile. But I tell you what, when he started making his beard products, he's been getting incrementally a little bit better, improving his products, improving his presentation. And right now, I think he is on to something here. So I want to talk about two things in particular. I've got an oil and a balm and a butter. I've got 2 different scents. And then he also sent me out all of his samples. So I'm going to talk about all of that briefly. So if you look at the presentation here, nice paper labels, just a really good presentation. He's on Instagram all the time. He's got some special flash sales and that kind of stuff. So make sure you check that out. The promotional pictures have been getting a little bit better. But I got a 1 ounce oil. I really like the consistency of the oil for you guys that like oil just a little bit thicker. To me, on a scale of 1 to 5, where 1 is thin, 5 is the thickest, like Artiest Man kind of thing. To me, this is about a 3.5. All right, so it's pretty thick. I always kind of think of it this way: the thicker the oil is, the more it's going to benefit your beard hair and not just the skin underneath. So if you're always using a balm and other stuff as well, then the thinner oil can get down to your skin, but it's not going to have a long-lasting effect on your beard hair. But the thicker oil will. So if you're like some guys that don't like putting on the balms, you just like going with oil sometimes, really good option for you. And I will read these these ingredients for you just so you'll know. Jojoba sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, castor oil, and essential oil and fragrance oil blends. All right, so great carrier oils in there. And I want to talk briefly about the scent that I have here. This one is the Pitch Black. It's one of its newer offerings. And make sure you go to his Etsy website so you can check out the descriptions in a little more detail. But to me, this one is it's a little bit like a cologne aftershave and a little bit like a barbershop. And those typically are 2 things I don't really like. I don't like the cologne, and to me, it's often strong. It's got too much bite, and I just don't wear cologne. Haven't since I was a teenager many years ago. And a lot of the barbershop scents I don't like because it's especially the ones that have the talcum powder scent. To me, it just sits on my nose and I just don't like smelling it for an extended period of time. But it's got a great combination here where it's not too strong, but it's also a nice, clean, a nice clean scent that's got a little bit of maybe the aftershave that you get in the barbershop, and then you just kind of the atmosphere of the barbershop, a little bit of the the clean scent, that kind of stuff going on. And it's not overpowering, and so it won't last hours and hours, and it also won't offend anyone. Like no one else may be able to smell it, but you've got just a little bit of a clean aftershave kind of scent going on with that. So I really like that pitch black. So if you're interested in that scent, please check that out. By the way, his balms, the 1 ounce oil goes for typically $12. I've got a 2 ounce balm, which typically goes for $15. But also you can get the combination deals. Also, he usually does flash sales, that kind of thing. But the balm is about right in the middle. So for me, it's about a 2.5 out of 5, with 5 being a really strong hold. So it does give you some hold, medium hold, I would say, but it's not going to be that super stiff balm. So usually I tend to go for the higher hold balm. So if I had my preference, I would like a 10 to 15% bump with the hold in it. But that's definitely a personal preference. Same great scent. I smell the exact same thing in the balm as I do the oil. Okay, and then his latest product. By the way, if you look on his website, you won't see all kinds of things that some other companies will kind of throw the kitchen sink at it. They'll try to get you to buy a comb, and they'll try to get you to buy a beard wash and that kind of stuff. These are 3 products that he makes all on his own. He doesn't have to have. Sometimes people with the beard wash, they'll kind of buy the base beard wash already, and they'll just add scent to it. So these are kind of labors of love here that he makes. The oil, the balm, and what everybody's talking about is the butter. All right, so everybody's getting into the beard butters. This one is a 2.5 ounce butter, and it goes for $15 usually, unless you get a combo deal. You can get an oil, balm, and butter for $40. So that's great. You can really stock up on whatever your favorite scent might be. And we've got the Smokin Apple. So this is a sour apple, a green apple, Granny Smith apple. Kind of reminds me of the green apple Jolly Rancher. I don't know, do they still have those? I'm old, but it smells like that. So it's a nice, a very nice scent if you're into the apple, sweet, sour kind of things. And this butter, guys, is not a whipped butter, which means it's a little denser. So you're going to get a lot of product for your money, and a little bit goes a long way. I learned that firsthand. So it comes out very, very easy. You can even get it out going forwards here. All right. But usually this will be too much for me. Okay. And you'll see why. I'm going to make a mess here, but I'm going to show you why. When you put it in the hands, it gets really shiny. You'll see how much that's going to coat your beard when you put that in. Okay. What am I going to do with my shiny hands? I guess I'll put it in my beard, even though I just did my beard up. Anyway, Smokin Apple is great. Great smell, great scent. It's a little bit stronger than some of the other scents, but it's not overpowering. Once again, I could even go a little bit stronger. It's kind of strong to start with, but then it tails off towards the end. Okay, he also sent me out all of his samples. And you may look at that and go, that's not enough to tell anything. You're wrong on that one, because it's basically, from what I can tell, it's about 2 full droppers. So you can, at least over 1 dropper, maybe 1.5 droppers to 2 droppers full. So I can get 3 uses out of it. For me, I use about a little bit over 1/3 of a dropper each time, but you can get about 3 dime size to nickel size amounts in your palm with these. All right, so it's great. So right now he's got mental lemonade, which is a mint and a citrus, a lemony citrus is really good. Sinful, C-I-N-N, it's got cinnamon in it, and cinnamon is a very tricky scent, but this one is a nice blend. The cinnamon does not overpower you. All right, so that one's really good. My pick, the one that intrigues me the most, is the one I did not think I would care for at all, and that's the Absinthe. The main reason is I saw that it had the anise in it, star anise, which is one of the main components in black licorice. So I thought it was going to be like an honest Amish black licorice kind of thing, which I don't like. No. It is not that. It is a warm spice, kind of exotic, kind of sweet, kind of woody. It's It's got like amber notes to it to kind of make it warm. I have to have more of that. So Brian, get some ready for me. I need some of that absinthe. Okay, and then he also has Sacred. Sacred is more of the herb, the natural kind of thing, similar to the King that I reviewed a while back for a Kingdom Beer Company. It's got some of that sage, this kind of spices out of your spice rack kind of smell to it. So great scents. If I had my preference, I would kind of have a little bit more of a boost on the scents, the strength of them. They're great scents. They're great, rich scents, but I would like them to last just a little bit longer. So maybe a 10% to 15% boost in the scent strength for me. And then for me, just personal preference for the balm, I would like a 10 or 15% boost with the hold, especially since you'll now offer the butter is a great option for hydration. So when I go to the balm, I'm wanting to use it more for the hold. All right. But definitely check out Crusher's Creations. He's got some good things going on. And I've only tried a couple, but definitely one of the best butters I've found. You're going to get a little goes a long way and a lot for your money for that. And then some great scents that are pretty unique. I haven't smelled anything like the Absinthe before, or the Sinful, or the Mental Lemonade, or the Smokin Apple. A lot of good scents, guys. Make sure you check out Crusher's Creations and tell them I sent you. Thanks a lot.